Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. Today this is CN now on the screen and you're watching CN Great Counsels and Forex Trade. And in today's video I'm just going to be showing you another powerful entry technique that it's extremely profitable. Now let me just tell you, Forex is a very serious business. There's nothing that we do here that is magic or pleasant coincidence. It requires your time to study the behavior of price or the trading chart, and until you do that, I'm afraid you may not start making consistent profit from the forex market. Okay, the algorithm that drives price is extremely sophisticated and dynamic, and to maneuver your ways to start making profit, you need to study how the system works. Okay, give it the attention that it demands. Okay, just like every other business, for a business to thrive, you must give it your time and some other resources. Okay, and time is of the essence, right? So please, I encourage you, do not give up. This can change your life completely. I'm speaking from experience, right? I don't know how long you've been trading and I don't know how much success you've made so far, but you can still move on. You can make it. Those that make it in Forex, they don't have four heads. They have just single head like you and I, and you can still make it. It's not an exception. All you need to do, focus on the system and not on the money. Okay, let that sink into your skull. Okay, the system first and how it works, and then the money will come later. When you know how the system works, there is no amount of money that cannot be made from Forex. A whooping sum of $6.6 trillion is traded on this platform on daily basis. What if you caught a chunk of just about $100 or $50 on daily basis? What does that mean to you? So I'm looking at this entry technique now, and I will not really go deep into it, but I just want to tell you something. I told you in my recent video, my last video, that the market makes M and W's basically, right? So I actually missed this entry at this point. I missed the entry. I was supposed this place gave me what I call confluence, okay, and it's a high probability trade. Okay? And I actually had a class with my student when I made this, and I did not take the entry immediately. If I was to do that, the trade has been running for an hour plus now, getting to 2 hours. That would have been huge profit. So if I had entered the trade, my stop loss would have been here. My stop loss would have been here because I was supposed to take the entry somewhere here. So I would have been on this trade now. But the way I'm looking at it is may likely give me another entry, okay, when it gets to this place. Now, if you look very well, you discover this place is also an area of struggle made by the market. So that's why this place is giving me a kind of confluence again now. And then when price gets here, I will watch out for what will happen. I'm going to watch out for what will happen around this area. This is 5 minutes time frame, okay? I watch out for what is going to happen around this area, okay? Around this area, I watch out for what is going to happen around this area, okay? Now, if price gets here and then react, definitely let me not say definitely, most likely is going to react around that area. Most likely is going to react around that area. So if it reacts and then gives me something like this, to respect this arrow to the next trend line, this downward trend line, then I'll be waiting to take an entry of a sell. Then it's going to be a very heavy sell, downward, following this down arrow, okay? But then it's also possible for the market to get to this support now, because as it's coming down now, it's going to find a support, okay? It's going to find a support here, right? And market may likely react there. So it's also possible it's going to break it down. So if I discover that it's going to break this place, then all the same, I'm still going to take a sell down till the market gets to the major support. This is a major support now. This is a major support, right? Just as you can see. is going to be a major support, okay, for this market right now. It's a major support for it. If you go to higher time frame, you're going to see that. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame. So this place is actually going to be a major support for the market. So if it breaks this support now, as it's coming down, it's going to find this place as a support. If it breaks it, okay, then I'll take a sell trade to this point, okay. But if it doesn't break it and then reacts and goes up to have a retest on this particular trend line, the downward trend line now, if it doesn't break it and then it reacts to go up to make a touch here, that will be a retest of this trend line. Then I'll watch out for what will happen next. If it goes down, then it's going to be a very big sell downward to complete the M that you are seeing. So I'm going to pause this video and then I'll come back to see how it plays out. And please, if you are new on this channel, I'd like you to hit that subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you are going to be notified. And please do good to share our content with traders. Tell them that something is happening on this channel, so that we want to lift ourselves and our brothers and sisters, want to lift them up from poverty, okay? And this can change your life. And please always leave your decent comment. I always emphasize decent comment in the comment section, and then give us suggestions on the kind of video you want us to do, and we'll gladly see how we can do it. Also, my mentorship program is still on. In my mentorship program, I give details on how this is identified, okay? I give details, and of course I've made analysis video on this channel and I've uploaded them. So this point, how it became a conference, I explain it deeper on my mentorship program. It is a life-changing one. So I encourage you, if you want me to mentor you, if you want me to mentor you to profitability, not necessarily that you are a newbie. If you are a newbie, fine. But if you want to level up your trading style, maybe you've lost a lot and you want to dig deeper, CN Great Counsels and Forex Trade is always available. You can check in the description box of this video and every of my video to get my content, and let's talk it out, right? So let's see how it plays out, guys, as I come back to continue with the video later. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's see how the market is going. Let's see how it's playing out, right? And it's actually going as predicted, okay. Yeah, you remember we made this, and oh my god, this is just unbelievable. Everything is playing out as planned or as predicted. You remember I told you the bigger picture of the market, right? Now the market actually pushed up. I actually went out, I set the stop loss, right? And then I went out of the chart, right? But it spiked again, you know, trying to make, you know, fall in line with the arrow the indicator we inserted the arrow. You see how the market later went this way, it spiked again, and then it did not actually get to the trend line, but then it's bouncing back now. So this is actually supposed to be a heavy sell, okay, but because I missed it, I was supposed to take another entry at the introduction of fractals. That is supposed to be from there. By now would have been, the second set of trade would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 30 minutes into the trade now, okay. You know, sometimes you might want to stay on the trade longer than you expect, because you are catching a bigger move of the market, right? So this time now I have one of two options, okay, of what to do with this trade. Now I can take partial profit. I can decide to, of course, I've set my stop loss already, just as you can see. I set my stop loss here, and I told you that because of this trend line that is being respected, because of the resistance here that has given us a confluence at this point, okay, we actually predicted that the market will come down, bouncing off or reacting at this particular support, because as it's coming down, it will find a support here, because here is a verified support and resistance level, because if you trace back to your left, you will see that the market reacted in previous times around this area. So while it's coming down, that's why we quickly made the analysis ahead of time and then placed the arrows, and then we said when the market gets here, it's going to react. That's exactly what it did. And then we tried to predict the most likely moves of the market. That's why I put this arrow that it may come up before coming down, and that's exactly what is playing out now. And so this market is still coming down. Now my take profit, like I said, is supposed to be 1:2 ratio. And if you trace, if this green line down here now, okay, is supposed to be my first TP. And then we want to look at the bigger picture of the market. This green line here is supposed to be my first TP, which is of course is around 1:1.5 ratio. Not exactly up to, okay, it's 1:2 ratio. Actually it's 1:2 ratio now. But then if you look at the bigger picture of the market, if you go to M15, you will discover that this is the bigger picture of the market. So if this market is pushing down now, once this support is broken, then it may likely move down to the next major support. This is the next major support, but that's why my first TP is going to be there. But a bigger picture of the market is that the market, if it breaks up to this point, may likely move down to retest this downward trend line, this trend line. Now we may not see it because this is 15 minutes time frame, but if you go to higher time frame, we will then extend the trend line. I'm talking about this trend line now. We will extend this particular one, we'll extend it, and then touching the trend line will be our final TP. That's when we know that the market may either, of course, then we are going to reanalyze to see if the market will keep pushing down or will spike up again to come up to retest the trend line to the upside. Of course, this is actually a channel already. Okay, so that's just it. But then I'm not going to keep recording till that time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, and why is this video important? Just for you to train your eyes, train yourself, understand how this thing works. So it's for educational purpose. Even though I'm trading, I'm placing trades on it, then for you, it is for you to learn and to know how these things work. Right? It's not just magic. We do a whole lot of analysis. Now, remember, this place is still a support. Now, the market may still react here, but because it has made this move, let's go to M5 again. The market may still react here, but because it has made this move, okay, to retest this particular place, although it did not get to the trend line, but because it has made this little bullish move to retest this place, now as it's coming down now, it may likely, in fact most likely, break this support now and then to push forward, downward, right, because of that test. But then we're still going to observe it. If it doesn't, if you want to give us little head and shoulder, then it may see it's not going to be head and shoulder again, because it's most likely going to push down. This is actually Sunday night. I'm recording this, and then let's say I plays out in few minutes, not minutes, in few hours. Let's say about between 1 to 3 hours time. Let's see how it plays out on this pair, guys. So that's just it. But like I said, I'm not going to continue recording till then, and I believe you've learned what this video is meant for. So I'm going to be talking to you in my next video. Bye.